It's 2024, meaning it's time to count down our top picks for roller coasters opening this year. Reborn from the ashes of 2023 comes Pheonix Rising. Take flight on the midnight blue track and soar like Montu with nothing below your feet. Located in Pantopia, Pheonix Rising is replacing the former Pheonix attraction and late Sand Serpent coaster. Pantopia, known for its bright colors inspired by the stories of travelers around the world, allows visitors to celebrate the spirit of animals. A phoenix is the perfect theme to breathe new life into the area. An hour's drive towards Central Florida will have you strapped on the back of a snowmobile, barreling down the white snow track at 46 miles an hour. This family coaster is what's needed after the unfortunate demise of the predecessor dark ride, Empire of the Penguins. Not only is there 3,000 feet of non-stop twisting track, SeaWorld is reusing that old Penguins building to incorporate dark ride type scenes before the launch. And it's not just one launch, your snowmobile will be accelerated twice. On top of it all, the seats will rise and fall with the elements, simulating a snowmobile suspension. If a real snowmobile isn't quite your speed, maybe take this one for a spin. Racing the rails of a Hot Wheels set is one thing. Riding the rails of a roller coaster is, well, I guess it's not that much different. A new park made by Mattel, the company behind beloved toys, the Barbie movie, and now a theme park, comes two Hot Wheels inspired coasters. We all wanted to race those bright orange tracks as kids, and now we can. Hot Wheels Twinmill Racer is the name for the upcoming high-thrill looping coaster. Named after the Twinmill car, the first Hot Wheels model made by Mattel in the late 60s, the train itself is styled to resemble this iconic collectible. Now here's how the ride is described by the park. The Twinmill Racer will take Hot Wheels fans on a 65-second thrill ride over 2,503 feet of track. The coaster goes from 0 to 50 miles per hour in under 3 seconds before blasting riders outside, taking them on 2 vertical loops, one of which tops out at 116 feet. Also racing to the Mattel Adventure Park is Boneshaker, the ultimate ride. Another ride inspired by a collectible, this time being one of the all-time bestsellers, Boneshaker. It's toned down a couple loops and corkscrews from Twinmill Racer, acting as the family coaster. How about fast, vertical, and backwards? Flash Vertical Velocity is just that at Six Flags Great Adventure. The fastest new coaster to the DC universe will tower over the front gate, being the first ride you face off with when entering. This super boomerang is the first for America, featuring 6 launches. Being the staple for the park's 50th anniversary, some of you who may have been visiting the park for some of those years may remember Batman and Robin the Chiller, a similar shuttle coaster featuring an inline twist into a spike. We're glad to see that same element get its New Jersey redemption here with Vertical Velocity. If you thought that was menacing, again, just a short drive away, this time to Dorney Park comes Iron Menace. You can't go wrong with these dive coasters. This one will hang you over the edge at 160 feet high, before dropping you head over heels 5 degrees steeper than straight down. And it has a fun, playful theme, tying into the large steel factories known around Pennsylvania. And they even coined a catchy slogan, "Forge your own fate." This Menace will be the first thing you see when driving into Dorney Park and is a step in the right direction for the park's promising future. Another park to get some much needed love is Six Flags Great Escape building Bobcat. This one has been a long time coming, and man is it perfect. This wooden coaster will catch the eye of any family visiting Lake George. Bobcat features fierce airtime hills and wild whipping turns, and is the right amount of thrill, making you want to jump right back in line. No need to wonder any longer about what a Thanksgiving dinner would look like as a roller coaster. Introducing Good Gravy. Board your gravy boat train only at Holiday World and ascend a backwards spike before free-falling through the station and around Thanksgiving. This family boomerang winds up, down, this way and that way, then up a spike. Yep, this pilgrimage then goes backwards, doing the whole thing in reverse. And before you know it, you've eaten so much they need to carry you off the train. For some years now, Palindrome has been eagerly awaited, climbing up a vertical lift and dropping what appears to be a twisted vertical descent. Soar over the highway and flip through a 0G roll and crest the spike. You thought Vertical Velocity and Good Gravy were the only ones? Palindrome falls backwards, doing the whole circuit in reverse. And once all is done, an innovative turntable rotates the train back into the station. This coaster stands just shy of 100 feet, but pulls a gut-wrenching 4.5 vertical G-forces. It may be small, but don't overlook this one. Our first European coaster designated in France is the second ever launched single rail coaster. In 2022, Exotic Island opened at Walibi Rhone-Alps, and now comes the main attraction celebrating the park's 45th birthday. Settling for the fast-paced, low-to-the-ground, whipping twists and turns with a huge outer banking top hat and cut-back inversion bolted into the underneath. If one thing's certain, it'll ride as cool as it looks. Here are some quick picks before we get into our top 5. Midnight Flyer, perhaps the jolliest coaster of 2024, jetting to Santa's Village. From the newer family coaster designed by renowned designer Vekoma, Midnight Flyer brings that much more cheer to an already spirited park. Snoopy's Tenderpaw Twister Coaster, try saying that 10 times fast, makes its mark at Knott's Berry Farm's Camp Snoopy after losing Timberline Twister. And Race the Derby and Snoopy's Soapbox Racers coming to Kings Island's Camp Snoopy in this exciting forwards-backwards coaster. Now we enter the top 5, kicking it off with Cedar Point. America's rock and roller coaster has reimagined Top Thrill Dragster into Top Thrill 2, featuring the world's tallest spike towering 420 feet tall. Sporting a gray, red, and white color scheme, Cedar Point has also reimagined the surrounding plaza, welcoming visitors to the Cedar Point race team. Top Thrill 2 features 3 launches, accelerating the train down an 800-foot straight at 120 miles an hour. You thought Vertical Velocity, Good Gravy, Palindrome, and Snoopy's Soapbox Racers were enough backwards for 1 year? Nope. Then racing forwards, up and over that iconic Lake Erie top hat. The pit crew has already begun testing Top Thrill 2, preparing a spring opening. We here at Theme Park Media love a good racing theme. Let's talk about Circuit Breaker at Cotaland. This might just be the scariest coaster opening this year. Built as the Western world's first tilt coaster, the staple of this ride features a segment of track rotating 90 degrees facing riders straight down, and you'll feel instant weightlessness when the train plummets into a freefall. If that wasn't enough for you, race upside down 4 times and take the tight hairpin turns around this exhilarating pace layout. Being delayed a few times this year, we hope all the troubles are behind us and we can bet on a 2024 opening. We can't forget perhaps the most eye-catching ride of 2024. Hyperia, flying to the UK's Thorpe Park. Did I mention the 180-degree twisting vertical drop? And that drop is 236 feet tall, gliding riders at 80 miles an hour. Plopped into the land next to Saw the Ride, Hyperia stands as the UK's tallest coaster. And we can't go without mentioning this one-of-a-kind outer banking element that descends into a zero-G roll. Hyperia will quickly become an icon for Thorpe Park. Our runner-up takes you on the journey to fight fires in the Ozark Mountains, with Fire in the Hole at Silver Dollar City. This might not be the biggest ride out there, but everything about it screams slam hit. Silver Dollar City has been investing tons over the past few years, and this new Fire in the Hole stands as their largest investment ever. Since Fire in the Hole's original opening in 1972, some things needed updating. Silver Dollar City spared no expense with the new steel track, physical set design, and of course, the one-of-a-kind opportunity to fight fires with the whole family. Our number 1 pick for new coaster opening in 2024 is an experiment themed to an experiment. It's named Voltron, and it's themed around Nikola Tesla and his Wardenclyffe Tower. I'm gonna attempt to put into words how cool this really is. The Wardenclyffe Tower, one of Tesla's renowned inventions, transmits energy particles through the air. Now in an all-new Croatia land at Europa Park, riders will be conducting their own experiment, being transported from one tower to another. The first half features a vertical launch lift through one of 2 replicas of the Wardenclyffe Tower, and is jam-packed with inversions, airtime, and even some hang time. Once you've been transmitted to the second tower, you'll rotate on a turntable, getting prepared to be transmitted back to the station. Then comes you guessed it, backwards launch into a spike. Then comes the out-of-control second half, featuring a top hat, outer bank, double up, corkscrews. It surely has everything, and we can't wait to get out to Europa Park and ride Voltron this coming spring. Well, that wraps up our list. We'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. And be sure to buckle into that subscribe button for more videos just like this. If interested in seeing the conspiracy behind how SeaWorld's Penguin Trek got built, click that video over on the left. Thank you all for watching. I'm Zach, your go-to for all sorts of theme park media, and I will catch you in the next one.